before. You can fool yourself and everyone else, but you can't fool me. I know who you are. You don't know anything about me, loser. I know everything about you. I know you play like you're the meanest in the I'll just put out.
Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, you know the story by now, still winless on the year, and it's a bleak picture, to be frank, at 0-11.
But with 5 games left, you've got to find some inspiration somewhere. You've got to find a way to win a game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. I think even they will tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded a sack. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. He's got right on the short throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of catches. 52 yards and a touchdown.
And he was able to hold that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
2nd down in the yard. Tracy trying the right side. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like 5 or Sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. To throw now, Dart. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing his Dart. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this more with defensive eyes here, Wagner, because they were still laser focused talking about his early exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw his Dart. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Reed McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if we have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Down on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Huskies offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's in the midst of an MVP caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards. He's up over 3,000 now on the year. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Goff. This is caught by Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Goff now looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Makes the score. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Play action. Here's Dart. Open man downfield is Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. First down, Giants. Dart. That's complete to Slayton. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Brings up second and 2. 14-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Giants. Right back to Tracy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league. Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to move back in front. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
the 25 and the 24. The Huskies offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama player. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 8. There's Gone. He's got it to Williams. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Taken back at the 33-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. It's going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And New York set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 65 yards. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gano for the extra point. And now it's blocked. It's picked up the line ball, and now look at him go. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now the offense use the first of their timeouts.
Dang, why did they call timeout?
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, what a waste.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's gone. Flush to his right. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Dart. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Darts pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
20!
A final shot before break here. Gone. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Tank Dell. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Texans had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts have the lead in a game where both teams come in on losing streaks, so someone's got to get out of here with a victory. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the second-year signal caller, Caleb Williams. He'll throw for the back pylon and find his man for the score. This one's all tied at 14 at the half. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late-season byes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Oh, good move. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Robinson, the motion man right. Throwing, dart. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Giants.
They go play action with Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Calling a gain of a yard. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9. At the 21-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. Catch made by Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown on the last drive.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Alex Anzalone, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Under pressure, they got him again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw his Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
That's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? And that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
That's good. For Anchorage. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's second and a couple. To the air again. Goff. That is caught by Laporta. So he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good. 4 days. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Goff now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Wright's got it. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. In trouble, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Dart. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jack Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll go again with Tracy. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Dart. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Rondale Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Rondale Robinson. Gets by him at the 25. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Goal. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
17 yards. That's good. 4th
of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still working for the coordinator.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Here it is, 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
Now gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And an Anchorage first down.
Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Gibbs, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Goff now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, what a time for the defense to go missing in action. How do you allow a play like that on 4th down? That lets them right back into the ball game.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here is Jackson Dart and the Giants. Down by a field goal, 24 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Here we go. This is 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And this will be incomplete. 1 try again here. 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Anchorage, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another home game next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.